What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. A dummy move by me. Stupid. So I had sent a couple of cards to a dealer that I met at the card show that I went to, 3 weeks ago, whatever. And I'd sent them a Tatis Chrome and an Eloy Chrome, or that's what I thought. I actually gave him the purple Chrome. It's a purple one, not a regular Chrome. But he said Chrome, but you know when you're not thinking, you're like, yeah, I got Chrome. I got what you want. What do you want? You want regular Chrome? You want purple Chrome? I got it. I got you. So, sell it to him, comes back, complains about a ding on the corner of the Vlad Guerrero Jr. to 99,999, which I'm a little worried about because I really checked that. So either A, I know I didn't ship it poorly. Sorry, I'm trying to make a right, and there are people. I don't want to hit them. They tend to not like to be hit, people who are walking, and which I really didn't see. And that I'm more worried about. Well, maybe I got bad eyes now, but I don't think so. But moving right along, 2 Chromes, they're purple. He said, I don't want these. I wanted a regular Chrome. You know, I just want to be fair to you. He really wasn't trying to be a jerk. He's just like, these aren't what I want. You know, what do you want to do? I said, either I can give you, money or, maybe a reach around. So he said, I don't want money. Boy, do we have a problem here, people. Luckily, I got out of it and was able to, and what it was is I think I sold it for $45 for everything, or 50, something like that. I just gave him $30 back. He'll be able to resell that stuff and make money for sure. But he said he wasn't able to grade the other thing, and he said he's buying it raw, so there's no guarantee on that, so that's on him. But still, I felt bad. So he wanted 20, he was like, oh, I'll just take 25. I said, no, you're getting 30, and that's it. So, I didn't want to ruin the relationship. I sold him cars before, and this one was just no bueno, so I wasn't happy about it. I was annoyed about it more than anything. But I did get out of the reach around, so that's always a positive thing. Now, Christian Yelich broke his patella, his kneecap. So, he is gone for the season. Now, first thing people ask me, so what do you think about his card value? What do you think is going to happen? I think it's going to go through the roof. It's going to go up no, it's going to go down. It's really just using common sense. It's going to go down. Boom. But it's not going to go down right away. You got to wait a couple of months. You're already heading into, the end. You're already at the end of the season, so cards tend to dip a little bit in November, December, January. So it was going to take a slight dip anyway. If he's not back by spring by next year, but I think he will be. So I don't think. I think his prices will be fine. I don't think it's going to drop too much. Maybe his raw cards might drop a little bit more than his graded cards. But there's that. So, as I'm continuing to do some basketball card research, I looked to see that back in the day, which I knew this, but there was Topps Chrome. And Topps Chrome was the Panini Prizm of its day. And what are we talking about? We're talking about, I think the last one was 2012, 2013, or 2010, 2011. No, it's 2011. 2012. So, those cards, they were not going to renew their license, and so they were getting out of the basketball game, which I have no idea why they would do that. It just sounds foolish. So 2012, 2013 is the first Panini. That's when everything comes in. And just a little tidbit, I'm going to give you some advice right away. You should go ahead and buy 2011 Topps Chrome of the 2 major rookies. You're not going to get these hard-hitting tips anywhere else but here. Stephen Curry and James Harden, you should try and buy those guys. I think they're going to be pretty good in the long term. What's crazy about them is they didn't make that many of them, so there's like only 999 of the Topps Chrome of those guys. So they are semi-rare. And then whatever other cards they have. I think that's the only thing they have. I saw that and I said, wow, these cards are probably going to be worth a lot more money than the other ones. And they were. They're worth a couple of $1,000 each for a PSA 10 Topps Chrome. And it's just a basic card. White borders around, chrome, and it's just Curry. It's actually just like his entire head and nothing else, where he's smiling. And Harden is just, I don't know. It's just, they're not that great pictures, but they're rookie cards, and they are highly collectible, and they're semi-rare. Now, I was continuing to do research on these Panini Prizms, and I came across a blowout forum. If you have downloaded the Flick Chat app, you would have gotten this information yesterday. Oh, look at that. Look at me. So, these guys, I've said it once, and I'll say it 1,000 times, we should just give the people a blowout forum. They should work with the CIA. They would have been able to find Osama bin Laden, like, I would say in a week, if they had all the information. They probably wouldn't have shared the information, because damn the man in the government. But these guys find out everything. So there's one guy, Panini doesn't give you the odds, the pack odds in anything. So he figured out what the pack odds were from 2012, the silvers. And it was a pretty low number. So it was only 160 of them. And I believe this was just the hobby portion of it. And I believe then there was a retail portion where it would be X amount more. So let's just say it's double that. So maybe it's 320. It's probably less. I don't think there's more silvers in retail than there was in hobby. So you have a low amount of silver prisms. There was another article that I found that was talking about 2018-19 prisms. Now those cards, there's a lot more of them. And the guy figured it out and was able to extrapolate from watching box breaks how many silvers people were getting, and figured out that it was roughly, including the retail, hobby and retail, it was 3,000 to 4,000 silvers for each guy, which is a huge difference. I think the hobby, it was 1,400, I think he wrote. The article's in the Flick Chat app. If you go to the basketball cards topic, it's there. And was just damn, they want to make money. More people are interested in it. Now, what is that going to do? For example, I said, hey, even though Luka Doncic is really expensive, you got to buy more of him if you feel that he's going to be, continue on the path the way he's going. Because you see the other silver prisms, and they're going for 2,000-3,000. So if he's comparatively, the same, that's where it's going to go. It's just logic. There's no real formula that's going to say, hey, you got to go, you got to follow this. This is what you got to do. Tools, you can use data for tools, but besides the point. So how this will affect me English, no good. English, no bueno. I'm just stuttering here. I think short term, this will change nothing. There's nothing, because people who are in the basketball industry know this. And they know that they're making more and more silvers each year. They were talking about how 2017-18 Panini Prizms, there was a lot more silvers in those cello packs where they have the couple of packs bunched together. Just a little tidbit, so if you're out there at Walmart or at a candy shop selling cards and you see that, you might have a shot at getting some silver. But short term, I don't think it's going to affect anything. I think the prices are going to go as they always have. I think long term, 40, 50 years, that's when you'll see it. Because just like in vintage cards now, a lot of the card value is, yes, based upon the player, but also based upon the population of how many PSA 7s, 8s, 9s. If they have a low pop report, low amount of cards, they're going to be worth more money. It's just, that's how the cookie crumbles, as they say. So just keep that in mind. And I don't think anyone's buying these cards and thinking, well, 40, 50 years from now, I'm going to be golden, baby. But it's just something that I've noticed. I think short term we're fine. Maybe 10 years from now, maybe it might affect something. I don't know. But I just found that interesting that there's a lot more silver prisms. So it makes the other stuff, the 12s, the 13s, the 14s, just that much more valuable. And, you'll see an Anthony Davis, you'll see a Kawhi Leonard. Those guys go for big bucks. Giannis, and they go big for big bucks because they're great players. But also the scarcity is down. So I think as we go further along, their careers go further along, and if they play just as well, if Anthony Davis blows up, with LeBron and they win a couple of championships, I can only imagine what that card's going to be, because there's not that many of them, comparatively speaking to the rest of the cards that are coming out now. Now also, baseball, the 2019 Bowman Chrome checklist finally came out. I didn't do a deep dive in looking at the prospects that are coming out. I'm going to take a look at that a little bit at a time, because there's always a ton of guys that are out there. I did see, for you Mets fans, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is out there, so that's a good thing. I don't know why, but I've always rooted for him. I think he's just a good guy. He's just a nice guy. Always played the game right. Everyone who played with him loves him. They all support him. They're all behind him. He's a good leader. Even in football, everyone talked trash. Oh, he can't do this, can't do that. He brought Denver to the playoffs. He won a game in the playoffs. I don't know. I just think he's a good guy. But there's no crazy cards that I see that are going to be crazy, amounts of money. You got the Vladimir Guerrero, Pete Alonso, Tatis Jr., I believe Eloy Jimenez, but they're all in there. I don't think, however, their base cards are going to be going for crazy amounts of money, because I don't see Acuna's cards going for crazy amounts of money. His rookie card. I don't see any of the guys. I see more Topps Chrome than Bowman Chrome. But who knows? I think it changes year over year. It's like underwear. When you yeah, like underwear. Changes year to year, just like my underwear. Yeah, no wonder people don't like to stand near me. But Top Series 2, I think, is going to be Topps update that's coming out. That's going to be a pretty popular thing. And tomorrow I'm going to talk. Oh, I'm going to start teasing now. I didn't even think about it. Tomorrow I'm going to look. Now, I've always said patience is pretty important when buying cards. You don't want to start buying cards the first month of release, because that's when the cards go for the most amount of money. You want to wait a couple of months. So I'm going to take a look and see what cards we should be looking to buy now. That's around that 2-3 month period where the prices should be dropping and people are starting to get antsy and want to get rid of their cards that they have so they can buy more cards and go broke. So I want to take a look at that stuff, see if anything's actually dropping on eBay. So we're probably going to be looking around, May, June time of releases. And that's that, guys. SVAcardcollectors.com. Head over there. Flick Chat. Download the app. I'm also everywhere. The Facebook group. I'm on the YouTube. I'm just posting these podcasts on there right now. Instagram and Twitter. You should be on Twitter, guys. There's a lot of information that's being shared there, and you can learn a decent amount. So you guys know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later.